identification number. If you'd like a membership, go to the website, aminternational.club, and fill out the form. I think it's $5 still. And thank you, John, for doing that. And you'll get a certificate with your own AMI number on it. Nice, beautiful certificate to put on a frame and hang on the wall. If you need the address for that, the mail off for it, let me know, and I've got that as well. I'll be your host tonight, KF6SYD, Steve in Long Beach. My AMI number is 1708, and running a CCA AM1000D transmitter, inverted V at 70 feet, AKG microphone, listening on, wow, this Hammerlin. I never can remember. 4350, Hammerlin 4350 receiver. Thank you, George. And on the computer too when when you need it. It's nice to have the KFS or Northern Utah to listen. You also might want to visit our West Coast AMI website, which is westcoastami.com. It's got pictures of all of us over the years getting together, and a lot of friends in those pictures we miss now. When I call you, please let us know your call, your name. Tell us about your equipment. Let us know if there are any items you're looking for. Something, one of us may have something you're looking for, equipment or parts, or something you want to sell, rig you want one of us to get from you and be the proud owner of. Let us know during your check-in about that. And let's take a minute to do, or however long you want, to do a tune-up, and then we'll get things started.
And 9 AMI.
Victor Golf, tuned up and standing by for the net.
Well, that was something.
JUS.
All right, John, I've got you. WA6JUS. Is there anyone else that wants to get on the list? Please call now. Come trickling in a little bit later. All right, very good. Let's kick things off with Mike. KM6QQU. Mike, thanks for doing the list. Go ahead and take your turn for the net.
All right, thanks, Steve. KF6SYD, this is KM6QQU. Mike out of Yucca Valley, AMI number 1768. And running the Johnson Viking Valiant with the Turner Plus 3 microphone. And receiving on the GPR 90. Full wave loop being tuned in with the Heathkit SA2060A antenna tuner. No on the round table, no on the swirl. Just a quick note here. Usually around this time, luckily today is going just fine, knock on wood, before I change the whole darn thing. But usually we bump it up an hour by now, just to try to, beat the band going along or out completely and everything. I just wanted to kind of mention that to see where we stood on that. Back to you, Steve. KF6SYD, KM6QQU.
Okay, Mike, you're the second person to suggest that we might do that. And, you know what? I'll talk with Dave about that too. We'll be meeting up on Saturday and see if we want to bump it up an hour. I'll leave it at the regular time till we we talk it over and decide. But you know, it's difficult to predict when the band is going to go out on us, because lately, even for San Diego Net at 7 o'clock, you know, sometimes it's so bad that you just can't. A lot of people can't really participate that well. So let me think about it and talk to Dave and see if we want to change it to 7 o'clock, because I can't remember doing it the last time we did it. We may have done it last year, I just can't remember. So, alright. Thank you, Mike. And let's see if George is with us with this AC noise. And WA6HCX, George, are you there? Please take a transmission if you are. No, he threw in the towel, I guess. Oh, well. Okay, WA6LJR, Bill, your turn. Go ahead. Saw a little something out there. WA6LJR, KF6SYD, call me.
Not hearing anything.
Yeah, just look, carrier goes and comes and goes. So we'll maybe circle back, check with him in a little bit. Larry, with the big signal again. Don't need no SDR for you. W6WUH, Larry, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. And yeah, I kind of was curious about my signal. I'm running the FD450, driving the SP200 to about 175 watts of carrier, so that I don't exceed the capabilities of the amplifier. It could probably set out another 100 watts PEP, but what's the point? Next week I'll come on with a big amplifier and be able to give you the legal limit. We'll see what that does. But anyway, tonight it's the FD450 driving the SB200 antenna tuners, the good old faithful Heathkit SA2060 Alpha. 450 ohm ladder line to a 75 meter dipole, approximately 40 feet over sloping ground. So hard to tell. Oriented northwest southeast, so it should favor Southern California and Arizona. That's what we're doing here. Nothing for the round table, I don't think, tonight. I might give a listen, depends on how early the wife comes home from choir practice. Let's see, my Globe King 500A is going up to Ham in Oregon. I'm going to go up and meet him on Saturday up at Eureka. So that's gone bye-bye. And I don't, I guess maybe I'll go through the Globe King 400B here and get it ready. But I think it's been overhauled before, and I'd like to find a home for it. I'm just getting too old to lift this stuff. I truly am now, and so I'd like to find a home for that nice Globe King 400 if somebody wants to have it. Lots of spares with it and good stuff. Nice looking radio. Should take very little to get it on the air. So I guess that's it. And yeah, I don't know about starting an hour early. Probably not a bad idea for all the other guys in Southern California, because well, you know why they have AM daytimers, because the propagation goes out after the sun goes out. So you know, kind of that sort of sets the pattern for what lets you guys hear each other. It seems to be some delay in it, but at some point it just goes out and you guys can't hear each other across the street, which is kind of defeats the whole purpose. Back to you. Thanks for taking the net, W6WUH.
Okay, Larry. Yeah, I thought you were on the Viking 500 earlier. You came on during the earlies, and you're just so strong. And it's not that strong. There's still no problem hearing it at all on the local receiver. It's Q5 completely. But sorry to see that. Boy, the Viking 500s, they come and go, and they're gone. I thought maybe yours would stick around for a while, but I sure did enjoy it while it lasted. That was a real treat. So carry on. Hope you can find Larry's looking for a home for a Globe King 400 as well. If someone wants to pick one of those up, he says it takes very, very little work to get it on the air. Thanks, Larry. Okay, here he comes, Ron KD6VWS. So glad to have you back. Please make a transmission for us.
Okay, thank you, Steve. 6SYD KD6VWS. That's somebody, sounds like they're snoring when they key up over us. Maybe they need to go to bed. So anyway, yeah, it's good to be back, and I want to thank you all for all your good wishes and prayers. It's been great. I've listened most of the nets, upstairs on the FRG 7700, and but I was able to make it down here tonight very carefully. So yeah, just a little recap. Yeah, I was on the, call it the 502 road. It's a 2-lane highway between Joshua Tree and Yucca Valley. I was heading to go get my groceries out there, and it's a 55-mile-an-hour speed limit area. So I'm cruising along about 21, 22 miles an hour pedaling away, and all of a sudden, boom, I got hit. And I have no recollection of getting hit whatsoever. It's like I was riding down the road, and then next thing I know, I hear someone talking to me, and I finally came to, and so anyway, and this guy, because it was a hit and run, so someone stopped, anyway, and then the ambulance showed up, the fire department, and the CHP and everything, and they put me on a gurney and put me in the ambulance, and checked me out and stuff, and I told them I didn't want to go to the hospital, so when everything was all done with them and everything, and the CHP writing his report and everything, and I asked him to call the tow truck. So the tow truck came, got the bike, and I rode in the tow truck, and CHP followed me home and helped me into the house, into my chair, and oh boy. And so the next day I called a friend of mine in Yucca Valley that his wife's a nurse, and I thought maybe he would have a walker, and he did. So he brought the walker over, and so I was able to get around the walker. And he's been grocery shopping and stuff for me all this time too. So, but I just want to thank everybody again for all your good wishes and prayers. So, and it's wonderful to be down here getting to talk to everybody. So, with that, I'll send it back to you, Steve. KF6SYD KD6VWS.
Okay, Ron. That's I've been waiting to hear the story, and I had imagined you flying through the air thinking, what's going on? But you didn't get a chance to do that. You evidently it knocked you out when the car hit you or whatever it was. You lost consciousness before you hit the ground. Maybe it's better that way. But isn't it something, you could be that busted up and they would go, okay, you don't have to go to the hospital, and I'm glad they didn't make you do it. I wouldn't want to if I didn't have to. And evidently you didn't get any broken bones. Or at least if you did, it's not that big a problem. They'd knit back together by now if you're careful with it. But, oh, what a story. And wasn't it nice of them to take you home like that and get you into the house? And everyone that helped you out while you're recovering, or still are. But, what a thing. And, just wondering, what do you see in your future? Do you see maybe getting back on the bike ever again, over?
Yeah, the bike is pretty messed up, but I've got another one. I have two of them, so I'm thinking that between the two I might be able to get one working. Otherwise, I'll just go ahead and order another one, because I'm definitely going to get a bike, because I have no other means of transportation. I don't have a driver's license anymore, so that's unless I want to be stuck walking around downtown getting stuff at the Circle K, I want to be able to get real food at the grocery store, and that's in Yucca Valley, and do all the other things I was doing. So that's it there, Steve. Go ahead.
Okay, that's what I've been wondering. Is he going to do that? Yeah, I would too. And, just go out and say a little prayer and get on it and do what you got to do. It wasn't just necessities, but you'd go out and have a good time. Go out hiking and things, and I see that in your future eventually too. Seems like you would. All right, Ron. Well, I'm so glad you're back again, and that you want to be back with us. That means a lot. Well, I'm going to keep things rolling now. John, N9AMI, thank you for all that you do for us, and go ahead and take your turn, John.
Okay, KF6SYD N9AMI. Well, thank you there, Steve. And Ron, yeah, I didn't hear the story myself, so yeah, that's quite could have turned out a lot worse, that's for sure. I'm glad you're on the mend, and you'll be getting back on the road. Maybe you need a faster one, bigger batteries, longer distance, and I don't know, more storage or something like that if you end up buying another one. But I don't know too much about the electric bikes. All I know is in the summertime I will kind of cross-train or ride my mountain bike around out here, and one day I'm riding, and a little old lady passes me up, and I'm going pretty good clip. It's, what the hell? This ain't happening. Well, anyways, I catch up to her, and I am pedaling, all out, and I notice, I'm like, oh, she's on an electric frickin' bike. So I just chilled out. I pulled up right next to her and said hi, and then I let off. But yeah, the little old lady beat me up on the roads here. But anyways, AMI 1488, John in Silver Springs, Nevada. Tonight I'm on my new toy, my Anan G2, brand spanking new, with Henry 5K amplifier and 65-foot quarter wave vertical. No swap, no round table. And yeah, I guess that's about it. We'll keep it rocking and rolling here, and I am recording tonight, so we'll see how that turns out. KF6SYD and N9AMI.
Okay, John. Well, you can record all the silly things I say. That's all right. That's what it really is. And catching up to somebody that's on an electric bike, that's not easy to do if you're pedaling. So I feel pretty good about being able to do that in the first place. I can imagine how you felt when you found out what you're trying to catch up to. So that's a cool story, John. All right. I better put check marks or I'll start really screwing up. Keep things. Okay. Here's a new station for me, but not for everybody else. Just because I haven't been here for forever. K0JJF. Jim, welcome. Please take a turn for the Wednesday night AMI net, KF6SYD.
Now, KF6SYD and the AMI net. Well, good evening to everybody out there. AMI number 1919 here. a little older than my radio, which is a 1938 Gates 250C1. So, it's started out as that anyway, and that was my cure for radios that are too heavy to lift, because I got a lot of boat anchors around here, and they're too heavy for me to be carrying around anymore, so they pretty much sit on the shelves in the back room anymore. But this big old Gates transmitter, you don't have to worry about lifting it. It's on wheels, and if you ever have to lift it up, you better get a crane. So that solved that. And running a OCA radio station console here with a multitude of microphone inputs that I use one or two of. But it looks too cool on the bench to do away with, and it's got a great preamp in it, and it's about the same vintage as the transmitter, and so running that into the old Gates and using a VFO out of I can't even say the name of the old military radio now, but very popular old tube type VFO. And running that straight into a Delta loop, about 62 feet at its peak. So looks like I'm running about 360 watts of carrier, and then modulating it with enough that it pegs the meter on my old Gates modulation meter that goes along with the setup. So, a bit over 100%, you might say. And, other than that, no tuner, running an old, it's actually a replica of an old RCA pill microphone. So, it's fun anyway, and it seems to work pretty good. And, listening to your story there, Ron, boy, sounds like somebody was matching out for you. Glad to hear you could come back and come back for more. So, wanted to say hi to George down there. Haven't talked to you for a little bit, so anyway, good to be in here tonight. Like I said, it's been a year since I've been able to get in on the AMI net. Before I moved to where I'm at now, I guess I can recall getting in on the AMI net some years ago at my old house, and I think at that time I was probably using a Central Electronics 200V, which is that's my sideband rig. I don't have anything transistorized here. It's all tube stuff except for the receivers. I do have a Raycal 6790 and a Watkins Johnson 8718. Those are the receivers I normally use, although I'm listening to KFF tonight, where you guys are all coming in pretty decent. So, anyway, I'll quit rattling around and give it back to you, Steve. KF6SYD,
All right, Jim. Yeah, I that's beautiful sounding rig. I kind of cheated. I was listening on Northern Utah SDR, which is about halfway between me and you, and I can also hear you on the YME receiver sitting next to me, but you're pretty light on that. And KFS, you're plenty readable, but not as, you really can't tell how great the rig sounds until you go to Northern Utah, and then it really sounds nice. So very good to hear you. Thanks for being here with us tonight, and enjoyed hearing you. I'm trying to click things and talk at the same time, so then I quit making sense. But start stumbling around there. Click that now. Okay, I'm done fooling around. Okay, Jim, very good. Let's put out a call and see if there are any stations that would like to get added to the list for the net tonight before I continue. If so, please call now.
Kilo 7, Lima Yankee, K7LY, John.
And WA6 Alpha 9, Kevin in the garlic capital of the world.
K7LY, got you. Kevin, WA6JKN, I have you. I even wrote you down. And there's another station I can hear out there. So, other station I didn't get yet. Please try again.
NA70, it's November Alpha 7 Radio Hotel.
I didn't recognize your voice. Usually I can't tell what you're saying by that's Bob. But it didn't happen this time. You were right with other folks, so I didn't get to do that. All right, Bob, I have you. And is there anyone else? All right, glad I checked, and we'll keep going. W7MS, Mike, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Well, thank you, Steve. KF6SYD, W7MS, and salutations and hellos to all the folks here on the AMI net. And the listeners who possibly maybe are out to sea this evening, but conditions are stretching. QSB is picking up, and but Jim was doing quite well from Colorado, so we'll see what happens between you and I and the other folks here on frequency. But and great to hear Ron tonight, as others have mentioned. What a shocking story to hear all the specifics on his accident. But a continued speedy recovery for he, and nice that he's back on the air tonight, since he's been quite a topic of conversation over the past weeks. But again, Mike in Reno, Nevada, running AMI 216. Let's get that out of the way. But running the Collins 30K1 310A exciter and listening on a 75A1 receiver, also from Collins. Antenna is just a boring coax fed dipole cut for in and about this frequency. And of course, no for the swap, no for the round table, and LY down the street from me was quite loud, but JKN was not, so that tells me conditions are changing. So great from Genoa, and a little bit on the light side from the garlic capital. So back to you, Steve. Thanks for running the net, and we'll stand by in here and listen for a few minutes and see what kind of trouble I can get into. KF6SYD W7MS.
No, you get in trouble all the time like me. Well, your simple antenna sounds great out here, and thanks for being here. Looked at your QRZ page, and it's a nice setup, nice location you have there. Okay, let's go to another station that I'm not familiar with. KC6USM. Gary, please take a turn for the AMI net. Go ahead. KC6USM. KF6SYD calling. There's nothing there. Okay. All right, let's go down to Larry. KN6IYC. How you doing tonight, Larry?
All right, Steve, KN6YD, KN6IYC. Good to hear it. What a return net for Ron. We've got a lot of calls on here tonight. Good to hear him. Mike, thanks for getting me on the list. So good to hear you, Ron. Steve, stepping up to the plate again with your regular night. To take the net. But so far, everybody on the local receiver, Colorado, Reno, all coming in pretty good here. Bob and A7RH and WABC, everybody sounds pretty good. Steve, I happened at Paul K2LMQ, did he bail out or did we move him off the list because he was on here earlier? You might want to I'm not sure if Mike has a reason for not calling him out. I may be drinking my bathwater there too. So you might give him a call. Let's see. Yeah, this is Larry, KN6IYC, the community of Crest, California. Tonight it's the Johnson Viking Ranger, as usual. D104 microphone, SP610 scope, model FM 40 frequency monitor, says on 38699. Oh, man, oh my. Johnson GSP 101 linear amplifier, 340 watts of carrier. Tonight I'm listening on the Hamlet HQ 170 to the beautiful speaker. Nice visual. No one swapping on the round table, but listen on through. We've got a big net tonight. Anyway, good to hear everyone. Steve, thanks for running the net. Back to you. KF6SYD, KF6IYC.
All right, Larry, and yeah, I heard Paul as well. And I forgot. Maybe he said he wouldn't be around, but you didn't forget, so let's try that right now. K2LMQ, Paul, are you there? If so, please take a transmission for the net tonight. Not yet. K2LMQ, Paul, are you there? KF6SYD calling. All right, well, we tried. Thank you, Larry. I remember hearing him, and it's awful glad you said something, because, yeah, wouldn't want to leave Paul out. Now to Lemon Grove. W6YEC George, how's everything going in Lemon Grove tonight?
Okay, Steve, real good. And everybody else, W6YEC, enjoying listening to everybody this evening, especially Ron. Wow, Ron, can't tell you how it makes me feel to hear your voice, hear you talking this evening and telling us the situation. And although I knew it, but it was so wonderful to hear you. And I was over at the workbench repairing, for some stupid reason, a patch cord, coaxial. I got a lot of them, but this one I just thought I'd take it apart and see why it was acting up. And I think I found out why, so decided to put it back together. And so just waiting for my turn to come up, so I scooted over here right away after Larry because I knew I followed him. And I don't get back to the desk as fast as I used to. Anyway, we're doing okay. Getting ready for the trip in February down to Cuba, hoping that we don't have a blockade between now and then, or while I'm down there especially. We don't know how that's going to unfold. We'll see. But we're excited about going. We've got a couple of conferences planned with pastors and their wives, and so we'll see how that unfolds. Anyway, we're running the same old here tonight. The Viking Ranger 2, driving a Distron MLA 2500. Let me just check something here real quick. That's what I thought. It looked like my tuning was off just a little bit. I guess I didn't check it very well earlier. Hold on. Get that set. Alright. We'll leave it alone for the moment. Anyway, thanks, Steve, for running the net tonight. We're just running the normal AM equipment, the Ranger and the Dentron, and the full-wave roof up about 40 feet and listening on the Hammerland HQ112. Oh, that reminds me. It's an RME 4350 is that receiver. And that was made by Electro Voice, by the way. Radio, what is it, Masters, Electronics, stuff like that, RME. But belonged to the Electro Voice company. So just for the interest of the background on that radio. And I'm glad you're enjoying it. I sure was happy to have it. I didn't get to use it all that much because I had the other receivers and I had it on a secondary station. But I did plug it in from time to time and really enjoyed it. That was my boyhood dream receiver back in the 1950s, 59 or something like that. When my dad took me, maybe it was 58, he took me to a place called the Ham Shack. And when I walked down the aisles, that's the receiver that caught my eye. I think it was that big half-moon dial and the orangey S-meter, maybe. It must have been the thing that drew me. I don't know. I didn't have the money on a paperboy route salary. So that came later in life, and sure enjoyed it. All right, enough of that. Back to you there, and thanks for taking the nap, Steve, and Mike, thanks for doing such a good job on taking the early. You've really done well. Thank you. KF6SYD, W6YEC will be listening out. No on a roundtable.
Radio. All right, George, just quick. It seemed to me you were planning to go to Cuba a while back, and that trip must have gotten delayed. Is that right?
Yeah, I thought I told you. We had to reschedule it because they had a mosquito infestation and a bunch of viruses going around. The hospitals were full of people, and we weren't going to get a very good turnout for our conference because of that, and let alone our going and taking a chance. So we rescheduled it, and dates that opened up for us with the hotel down there allowed us to come this month, in February, I should say, the 20th. We'll fly from here on a red-eye down to Miami and then take a plane over to Cuba from Miami after getting our visas, so on and so forth. All right? Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, I didn't get to hear about that. I knew you were going, and then you just didn't. You just never went. What? And now I know why. I didn't get to hear about the mosquito infestation and hospitals being full and not many people showing up because they were all sick. And I'm glad you found out and didn't go in the middle of all that. So, all right, straight ahead. Well, I hope that it works out this time. I bet it does. Okay, George. And yeah, I don't know, RME. I must have said something else the first time. But yeah, I know it's an RME. I really have enjoyed this receiver. Okay, let's go out to Tarzana and Dave, WJ6W, and yeah, we'll be going out to TRW. I hadn't asked Julie. I haven't told Julie yet, but she had such a good time last time that she'll say she wants to go. I'm pretty sure, so I'm sure that's probably going to be on. If she doesn't want to go, I'll come by myself, but she'll probably want to come too. WJ6W. Take your turn for the net, please.
Yeah, okay, Steve. Very good. Well, I haven't been to TRW. I don't even remember when. It's probably been a couple of years. But my friend, as I told you today, my friend Dave from the Midwest, N0YWD. Yeah. His brother has a house out here, and he's visiting till March or something. And so, looking for something to do with him, we thought we'd go down to the swap meet. And I hope there's some people there, some vendors. But anyway, it'll be great to see you, and we'll see Jay and others that we know that go there, I'm sure. So we're looking forward to it on Saturday morning. And we'll see you then, and hopefully Julie too. Let's see, Ron, of course, as everyone is saying, it's wonderful to hear you. You sound good, and I'm glad you're able to make it down there, and I'm really glad you were able to at least listen during your recuperation upstairs there. Fortunately, I knew you had a radio up there, and I guess I'm not sure if you had to switch an antenna somehow or what, but I'm sure glad you were able to listen. You were able to get down to the transmitter. Let's see. And Jim in Pueblo, yeah, good copy. I was copying a direct here, pretty good copy. I didn't turn on KFS or anything. I haven't had to for anybody so far. So great to hear you, and some interesting stuff there. We have a Collins broadcast transmitter. I'm not using that now, but we have a Collins that we use intermittently or pretty regularly, especially when we're hosting on the first Wednesday of the month. Anyway, so we're kind of in the same ballpark and liking that old broadcast gear. Okay, AMI number 1235. I'm running the Super Senior transmitter here and listening on an ICOM 7610. And no swapping the roundtable. So back to you, Steve. KF6SYD WJ6W.
Okay, Dave. Very good. And yeah, it sure will be good to see. You know, last time I went, it was right between Christmas and New Year's. Right between the two. And I'm hopefully that had something to do with how really dead it looked out there. Just not a whole lot of people showed up to swallow or in the parking lot. So maybe it'll be better this time around. Maybe it normally is. And yeah, I've got a broadcast transmitter here tonight too. It's a CCA, and I think they made the cabinet out of really thick steel because there's not that much in it, but it's supposed to weigh out at about 1,500 pounds. It's on rollers, and I have picked it up with the forklift. But you're not going to really budge it in you roll it around. So yeah, it's been pretty dependable. Good to have. All right, Jay, NY6L, it's your turn from Hesperia. Go ahead, Jay.
Okay, good evening, Steve, and everybody on the net. NY6L, Jay here in Hesperia, where it's a chilly 44 degrees. It's going to drop down to 33 tonight. AMI number 1548. We are running the 8040-meter Super Senior D104 microphone with a K7DYY audio processor, receivers, the ICOM ICR71A. I'm picking up every station. I'm picking up pretty well. And that's going into the Palstar HF auto tuner to a dipole antenna up about approximately 40 feet up in the air, out in the clear. Nothing to buy, sell, or swap. I will see you at TRW. We're going to have Juan KB6KMU out there. There'll be me and Diane. And we will have Frank, NR6AM, coming up from San Diego. It's going to be next to me. So there'll be a lot of stuff to sell. So come on over. Back there to you there, Steve, and good to have Ron out there. My goodness, good to hear your voice back to you. Back there to you there, Steve, KF6SYD, NY6L, Jay here in a chilly Hesperia.
Okay, Jay, stay warm. And looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, and Juan, and Frank, and Diane. Yeah, it should be a good get-together. So, very good. Keep things going. George, W8 Victor Golf in Oro Valley. There we are. How are things out your way tonight, George? Go ahead.
Yeah, real good, Steve. KF6SYD in the group. Here is George, W8 Victor Golf, out here in Oro Valley, Arizona. Over here on the east side. About 10 miles north of the old Pueblo. Good old Tucson, yeah. And I'm hearing everybody, Steve. Things are good here. Hearing everybody, you're nice and strong. And George is. Hello to Jim. JJF up there in Colorado. Yeah, good to hear you, Jim. Hope you get in here often. I have not been on 40th night since before Thanksgiving. My T3 crapped out on me out in the garage. I don't think it's anything major. The high voltage tranny is not getting any 110 AC, and I suspect it's the interlocks or one of the relays. And I went in for hernia surgery and right before Thanksgiving and couldn't lift anything. And of course, you know that's a beast. So we'll now I've got the air clear and it healed up here. I'll probably be working on that sucker. But good to hear you in there. Hello to my neighbor to the north, Bob. Bob, I heard you in there unmistakably. And good to hear you in here as well. And Steve, KC6USN, if I'm not mistaken, he's an old 40-meter bud. And I haven't talked to him in a long time. He was a Navy chief getting ready to retire, so I suspect he's retired and working there in somewhere in California. Be good to hear him on. Hope he does come back in here and stay. And Ron, yeah, good to hear you. Glad you're healing up. Hope you heal up and feel better. And yeah, get on that bike when you feel up to it. I'm still riding mine here, and I've had a bunch of close calls. It's rough out there. I ride. We have bike trails here in Tucson, and they're not too bad. Although you have to watch down there as well. But I got to cross two big intersections just to get to the bike trail. It's about a mile and a half over there to get to it. And oh man, is that squirrely? Yeah, I hit the button to cross at the crosswalk, all 4 lanes, and when I get the little green man, I turn around and look at all those guys that are going to hit the right turn on red, and I look them in the eye and point. I've had a few close calls there, but glad you're healing up, and good to hear your voice in here. Yeah, that's for sure. We missed you. Let's see. George, RME 4350. I got me one here with the Valiant. Yeah, dearly. I love them big half moon dials. In fact, I think I put it on here one night when the band was decent. Anyways, let's see. I'm running the usual stuff here. Pair of 813s modulated by a pair homebrew. Listening on an R390, not an A, an old one. Old Army receiver. The antenna's an inverted B for 160, fed with ladder line down here to a homebrew link tuner and tuned up here on 75 this evening. Nothing. AMI number 1814. Nothing to buy, sell, swap, or trade, and not going to hang around for the round table, Steve. I'm going to go in and turn in with the chickens. This is my 3-net night. I had a net at 7, a net at 8, and now you guys at 9. And save the best one for last here. Hi. Anyways, thanks for running the net. Good to hear everybody. Everybody's making it over here into Tucson. Lima Charlie, loud and clear. And the moss just like disappeared right around the start of the net. I'm knocking on wood there. Sounds good. Back over to you, Steve. Thanks for running the net. And Mike, thanks for getting me there on the earlies. KF6SYD, W8 Victor Golf.
Okay, George. Yeah, I'm listening to you on my RME 4350 that I got from George. He had it for a while, and when I heard he had it available, I had to pick it up. And it's been really good. It really works quite well, and I enjoy it more than the other thing I was using. National NC300. Now this works a lot better than that for this. And all right. Yeah, the e-bikes. I don't know if I was gonna get back on one. I'd get one that went real fast, so the cars they wouldn't want to go around me as I already going as fast as they are. I don't know, or at least I'd be running up on the back of them instead of them running up on the back of me. Of course, going fast on one of those, that's kind of dangerous in itself. So I don't know what the answer is. I'm sure Ron will do the right thing. But so happy that Ron, you're back and you're gonna go out and do everything again. It makes me feel good. Okay, Greg, yeah, I remembered your name. N6NYX, Greg, go ahead and take your turn for the net tonight.
Yeah, from here, Stephen the net. This is Greg, N6NYX in La Mesa, California. Grid Square Delta Mike 12 Lima Sierra. AMI number 1761. Running a Kenwood MC43S hand mic into a Kenwood TS850 Tentec 422 Centurion amp, about 350 watts carrier. Tentec 238 tuner handles the balance to the antenna system. Direct out the open wire feeder on antenna port 4 to about 40 foot of feed line to a mostly horizontally oriented loop. All of 2/8 inch and 12 gauge solid house wire, 272 foot long. Nothing for sale about it, no on the round table. And yeah, good luck, George, in Cuba, and I hope everything goes well there. And Ron, good to hear you again. I am so happy to see that you survived something that you very well could have not. So yeah, a little bit of luck there, and good to hear you on the air again. So back to Steve, KF6SYD and 6NYX.
All right, Greg, don't know why your signal's so strong down here, but really didn't need anything but the local receiver for you. Very, very good. All right, keep things moving. We've got 5 stations left, and I'll put out a call for anyone else that's hanging out toward the end before we close the net. But let's keep things going with Ken, KW1NG. How are you doing tonight, Ken?
Well, hi, Steve, KF6SYD in the group. Thanks for running the net tonight, and thanks for Mike taking the earlies. Got a nice list going here. My gosh, I had to bend it around on my paper because I ran out of room. So you got a great list going. And Ron, welcome back. My gosh, I hope things heal up quickly now. Now that you're on the men's cycle, so hopefully you'll get back into the swing of things real soon. It's really good to hear you. Glad to know that you're doing it. My goodness. Okay, this is Ken in Alpine, KW1NG. We're about 30 miles east of San Diego. AMI number is 1877. No on the swap, no on the round table tonight. I'm going to go back in and see what my wife is up to. And, oh man, a couple of dentist visits. This morning I had to go and get a deep cleaning. That was not terribly pleasant. And then next week I get to go out and get a couple of teeth pulled. So it's not good in the dental department here. All right, well, things are running on here. We're almost an hour in, and the 7 o'clock thing, nobody's mentioned it, but that did help the Collins net. We moved it from 7:30 to 7, and that definitely did help towards the end of the net where we were losing it to long propagation. So that might be something you seriously think about. Hopefully it doesn't impede too many people getting in. All right, back to you, sir. Thanks again for running the net, and everybody have a great rest of the evening, great tomorrow. KF6SYD, KW1NG.
All right. Yeah, one time I put it to a vote, and more people didn't want to change it than did. But I've never heard so many people asking for it. So, maybe, well, we'll see what we want to do. And I'll talk to Dave on Saturday, and maybe we'll make a change and try it, or vote on it or something. I don't know. Don't know what's right to do, but it could help. It could help. Okay. Let's go out down to San Diego, and John, WA6JUS, John, are you there? If so, please take a transmission for the AMI net tonight.
Yes, Steve, I am. Those 40 winks, I guess. Did you call me earlier? I presume you did. But hearing you good. It sure was great to hear Ron. Hello, Ron. Your Altec 1590s are going to be in service tomorrow. The Thistle Fleet nationwide. They trail from Oregon and Washington and even from the East Coast to spend a week here for the midwinter regattas. And they know that I play surf music. They have worked with the club authorities so that I play as they're coming back from their ocean races. They come in the jetty, sail northward through the bridge, and then there's a point that they round, and then we're headed into El Carmel Cove, and they want to start hearing it there and continue while they take their sails down and wash the boats, put them on the trailer, and that's to be accompanied by me with my Arctic Crossing Bronx on the theater set and my twin reverb. So I was there today, and I'm really enjoying the rush of enthusiasm. So I'll get there in the morning and make sure everything goes good. My number is 1258, and this is the Big Mamu 110 watts. Steve, back to you. KM6SYDWA6JUS.
All right, John. That sounds like a whole lot of fun. There's nothing more satisfying than to be able to do something like that and have people appreciate it. And I'm happy for you, man. And yeah, no, I didn't call for you until now. This was when your turn was, and you were right here for it. So no call earlier for you. A good signal. The Big Mamu sounds just fine. Okay, let's go over to John K7LY. John, are you there? Please take a turn for the AMI net.
John K7LY. Time is 8I6LY. I remember me from days in California, and it's nice to be back on 80 meters after over a year. MIA. But took me that way. Build a new tube gauge for the power and get a wire up to nice backs on my computer. To do and bang the engine at night. He was 30 over when I switched over on the right box for the second system of the check. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful audio there. And hello to my neighbor up to the north of the night that was sitting in that. A long time up here. And a big signal from you as well. And hearing everybody direct on the radio tonight, so this is not that bad. So, always a pleasure to do this. Anyways, 89 over 1773, running the Anan G2 for the second one. And Ron KD6VWS, the usual stuff. No swamp, and around there. Thanks for taking the net. Welcome back, and best hopes for Steve. K7LY, back to you.
John, it happened again. I didn't know who you were. I already forgot your AI6LY, of course. And so now I look at your QRZ page, and no wonder there's all those pictures of towers being unboxed and put up and all that. You've had quite a thing to do to get everything back on the air. Congratulations, you really sound good. And thanks for being here. Thanks for coming back. We've missed you. Okay, out to the garlic capital of the world. Yes, we're going there. WA6JK and Kevin, how you doing tonight?
Okay, hello, Steve. And everybody else, good evening. This is WA6 Jacks, Kings, and Nines in the garlic capital of the world. Yeah, I copied pretty much everybody. Got in here kind of late, though. I think I didn't hear Ron, but boy, good news. Ron's back. Did he take the earlies? I missed that. Boy, I wish I would have known. I would have tried to get in here earlier. But I was out at dinner. So glad you're healed up. You're able to get down into the basement there to get on your radios there, Ron. That's really good news. We sure have missed you, that's for sure. Welcome back. And my signals are not that strong. Let's see. Well, the signals I heard since Mike had a pretty decent signal up in Reno. John had one of the largest signals. So whatever you're doing for an antenna is really working for you, John. What is it, K7LY? Something like that. I don't remember. And let's see, who else had that big signal? There was someone else there that had a really nice signal. It took me by surprise. But I didn't write anything down, so I've since forgotten. But Steve, these are real respectable signals. And I think it might have been Larry. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm mistaken. I just don't remember. But good to hear everybody on, and everybody have a great week. And Ron, if you did take the early, thank you so much for doing that. And Steve, for taking the helm tonight and running the net. You do such a fine job as you always do. And I'll get it back over to you. No swap, no round table, unless Ron's going to be on there. I just might jump in there to say hello to Ron. If Ron's going to stick around for a little bit of a round table there, I'd love to hear his voice. At least chime in there once, Ron. That's all you have to do. Steve, back she comes. KF6. Oh, wait a minute. Shout out to Oral Valley, George. Maybe that was the other station that had that big signal. Matter of fact, I'm kind of thinking it was. So, yeah. Sorry to hear about your T368 having a relay problem or whatever with the primary voltage not being where it should be. But I know you'll get it all fixed up as you always do. All right, Steve, back she comes. KF6SYD, WA6 Jacks, Kings, and Nines.
All right, Kevin. No, Ron didn't take the earlies. He's back with us. That's good enough. If he ever wants to take the earlies again, that'll be great. But we're just happy to have him back. And Ron normally run back upstairs after he took his turn. I'd go, take a quick check. KD6VWS, Ron, are you still down in the basement?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I was just getting ready to go upstairs and fix me something. I haven't eaten dinner yet. Hello, Kevin, and thank you for all the good wishes from you. I've heard you, upstairs before, on my Frog 7700 Yaesu upstairs on the bench. But, yeah, I finally made it down here, so it's fantastic. Talk to everybody, and so thank you, Kevin. WA6JKN KD6VWS.
Okay, well, thank you very much for doing that, Steve. Ron, boy, that just sounds great hearing your voice on demand, by golly. So, yeah, take it easy. We'll certainly stay tuned, keep our ears to the ground, and listen for your melodious voice to make a comeback. Well, it sounds like you made a comeback already. But just take it easy, and We'll look forward to it each time you make a transmission, by golly. Take care. Thank you, Steve, for making that call out for Ron. And Ron, thanks for answering up. WA6JKM. Back to you, Steve.
I'm glad that worked out. That was good. And we got one more very important station on the list. And maybe there's more. I'll put out a call. But NA7RH, Bob, how you doing? KF6SYD calling.
Okay, very good, Steve. KF6SYD and the net, NA7RH. We've kind of lost the short skip here. I wasn't hearing Ron locally at all, but he's doing fine on KFS, and the same thing is going on with George. I didn't hear George. He porpoised into the noise and was not heard of, but anyway, both of those guys are great, sounding great on KFS, so hopefully somebody's hearing me, but I'm pretty sure Yucca Valley and Tucson are not. But anyway, great to hear the whole net. There's a lot of really strong propagation this evening. Steve, you've been, I guess, my pick for a big part of the evening, along with a number of other stations. So pretty kind of hit and miss about the propagation this evening. Anyway, this is Bob in the Phoenix area, running the old 6DQ5 sweep tube special, an 8236 in the final, marginated by 41625 in parallel push-pull, mostly out of the ARRL handbook, 1961 through 64. And also W2I swab box, mic, Dentron Super Tuner, and there's an SP610 start topper finally turned on. But I've been listening on the Nightkit R55 this evening, and now that I have this EPI big floor-standing EPI speaker hooked up to it, some of the stations just sound marvelous on, including KF6SYD and WABG when I can hear them, which is not now. But there's some really nice signals coming in here on the old floor-standing speakers. So anyway, don't have any much else to say. AMI number 1543. No on the swap, no on the round table. Back to you, Steve. If you hopefully you're in the KF6SYD and the net, NA7RH.
All right, Bob, I can hear you all three ways, but I ended up on northern Utah, so I can hear you real good. And great on the speaker. Only good when you can find something to weed out some of the hash that makes it hard to hear everybody. And glad that's working for you. Thanks for being here. And let's put out a call and see if there's anyone else that wants to check into the net before we close it down. KF6SYD calling.
Hey, Steve, one thing, George here. Let me just check something here. Hold on. Hello. 1, 2, 1, 2. Trying to get my trapezoid looking good here. I made a change. Anyway, hey, I just wanted to comment about the 7 o'clock. I forgot to do that. You know, whatever you and Dave decide on, but you know, on this net, I don't think we've done that before, changing. We've kind of lived through it because we're in the, just something to consider, we're in the part of the season now where we're not going to have the same kind of problems we were having earlier. And so it's just something to take into consideration maybe. So I'm thinking 8 o'clock is, you know, probably end up being preferable as because of the time of the year we've just entered into. Whatever you guys think on that. I just thought I'd throw that out there to you. W6YEC.
Well, you know, George, right? Because it's been beautiful tonight. So it's like we should have done it a month ago, and we didn't, and now it's over and everything's good now. So why change it? So yeah, that might be. Yeah, I'll take that into consideration. So I think you're right. Best I remember. It's hard to remember every year. It's a little bit different than the others. So, but thanks, George. I appreciate that. Very helpful. And Ken, I forgot to mention, I've had my share of the dental stuff. I'll be thinking about you because I've had problems. I've had tooth pulled and implant looked at and searing pain for days and had to have it taken out and went for 5 years without, and then finally got enough guts to try it again, and now I've got tooth there and all kinds of other broken stuff and everything. So I know. So be thinking about you, Ken, praying for you. Hope the dentist deal turns out good, because that's often not a whole lot of fun. Ken, are you still out there? Well, maybe not. Okay. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Really great net tonight. I've had a wonderful time. I hope all of you have had a wonderful time tonight as well. And you'll have a good rest of your week. And we'll do it again sometime. KF6SYD ending the net. Good night, everyone.